Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Friendsgiving episode of Heavy Friending. I'm so excited. We have a great show. Oh, I think I have a guest. Let me let him in.
Hi.
Oh, Joe, I'm so glad you came.
I come bearing food.
Yeah, awesome. Well, this is the first time you've ever brought anything. So
that's true,
nice
yeah. I have breaded mozzarella sticks, dill pickle chips, kind of the Thanksgiving classics around my place.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Well, specifically my apartment.
And,
yeah. When I'm with family, it's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
What do you eat for Thanksgiving?
We have Cajun fried turkey.
Whoa.
Yeah, Cajun fried turkey. It's so good. And yeah, all the stuff, all the good stuff. Sometimes we do
fixins.
Italian style.
Do you have all the fixins or
we
just
got
some
all
of
the
them?
fixins, baby.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they're great.
And we do too, so that's great. We share that in common, although I think our turkey's pretty unseasoned.
Yeah.
Our Midwestern palates,
Yep.
we can't handle Cajun.
No, you can't. No.
No, but
But it's sweet. It's
sweet
sweet.
potatoes are a little spicy for us.
Yeah, ketchup.
We
is like, whoa.
we gotta put brown sugar and stuff on top,
Yeah.
and then they're swallowable.
Don't say that word. Guys, we have guests coming today. We have friends coming.
Yeah, finally proof that I have a friend.
That you have a friend. And I am happy to see that.
Yeah.
If she actually comes, it's still kind of, it's like one of those George Glass situations where you keep talking about this friend you have. But
I guess I don't get the reference, but
Brady Bunch.
To be honest, I'm a little nervous that she won't show up also. So.
Oh. I hate how you make me like dislike you and then like feel sorry for you.
What have I done for dislike? I brought pickle chips.
You made me watch
sticks.
the news. We were supposed to be on the news together today. You told me to tune into the news, and then our segment didn't air. So you made me watch an hour.
Here's the problem. Here's the thing.
I think you just wanted me to watch you on the news.
Well, this is the problem. You call it the news. It's not news. It's a lifestyle
That's true.
show.
It wasn't any news.
Thank you. So calling it the news, first of all, did you watch it? Because you clearly didn't know what you were watching. Second of all, yeah, I made a mistake.
It was more like crafts at like
actually
a camp is
airs,
what I was saying.
Yeah, it's like craft camp. It airs tomorrow. I made a mistake on the date. So sorry that you had to watch the thing I do for a living.
Well,
how horrible for you.
You don't listen to the things that I make for a living.
Yeah, I do. I've heard the first episode of this podcast, which I thought wasn't bad.
Well, I'm hoping because he's been on my nerves. I'm talking to the listener now, so I'm not going to talk directly to you.
Yeah, I knew that because you were looking away.
He's been on my nerves, and I think I've been on his nerves, and so I'm hoping this Friendsgiving will kind of ease the tension a little bit and maybe make us realize what we're thankful for and all of our blessings and all that stuff before it gets too late. You know, because I think we're approaching. Oh no, it's too late.
You know. I'm going to put these in the oven because, the challenge here is they have different cook times, the sticks and the mozzarella sticks and the pickle chips. They have different cook times and different temperatures, and it seems complicated. But I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised with
that you can
my
heat
cooking.
Up. No, that's not cooking. You're heating up oven food. Mozzarella sticks.
Heating up is another word for cooking.
Okay, sure.
Look it up.
Look it up.
I could, but we don't need to.
No, we don't need to.
But you agree that that's the same thing.
It's the same thing. You're correct. This is Thanksgiving, so yeah, sure. It's the same thing. You're going to cook an amazing feast for us.
And I'm going to start right now.
We're going to take a little break, and we'll be right back.
This is heavy friending. I'm friending you so hard. An alliance slowly forming like a boner in my heart. So if you wanna fucking friend me, better give me all you got. No, I don't take this lightly, cause it's heavy. Heavy friendly. There is an eagle flying.
All right, we're back, guys. Thanksgiving. What a great time.
Sweet potatoes.
Ooh, what's that? There must be somebody at the door.
Oh, I thought
you were supposed to say that.
I thought you were commenting on me saying sweet potatoes, but yeah,
What are
we should
sweet
get
potatoes?
let's get the door.
Sure, great.
Oh, hey.
It's our best friends.
Oh, they're here at the same time. That's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. Did you guys drive here together?
We did, actually.
We held hands. It was nice.
It was nice. It was very intimate.
I actually guess I didn't know that you really knew each other, so this is nice.
Well, they have met before.
We
One
did,
time.
yeah.
Well, anyway, we should introduce them. This is my friend Larissa Cartwright.
I love that you're pointing.
She was one of, well, you have to know who, it's not Andrew. Larissa Cartwright. She was one of the first people I met when I moved to Austin. Who would have thought just 2 years later we'd be Friendsgiving together?
Is it
Yeah.
only 2 years?
You guys have done Thanksgiving together before, though, right?
We have, yeah. She felt bad for me because she made me move here. She was part of the reason I was hired at the TV station. So she was at first like a forced friend.
Yeah. You actually moved here despite meeting me.
Larissa's insane, but I don't know. She's timid that she's on mic because she's a behind the scenes person, a
Well-
BTS person.
Yeah. Well, she'll get warmed up.
Well, once the pumpkin spiced rum reaches her bloodstream.
Oh yeah, and those like jalapeno poppers or whatever you put in the oven.
Oh yeah. Not jalapeno poppers. It's
Well.
the traditional fried pickles and mozzarella sticks.
And that special little giggle you just heard is from my best friend Andrew,
Hello.
who we've been best friends since 2009.
Let's say 2009.
Yeah, we went to NYU together.
They're beating us.
I know. I
yeah.
kind of feel like she brought that up just because it was like we had only known each other.
I'm trying to
2
give a
years.
history.
Let's, we're thankful. That's the point, is we're all here and we're thankful to be with me.
Okay, well,
What? I already like Andrew a lot. He did laugh.
he's actually making me mad by laughing, but it's okay. We'll talk
See,
about it
this
later.
is on you, though.
Yeah, I know.
You
well,
have
I thought
issues.
I thought he'd be more loyal, but
And I thought you said you were in a good mood today.
The truth comes out
I'm in a
today.
great mood. I'm in a great mood today.
Larissa's daughter is what, 3 years old?
3 years old.
And she's here somewhere hiding amongst
Someone's
the
going
things.
to call
So she might
CPS
come
now.
in.
I know.
Yeah, you're going to get reported after this for sure.
But
Don't say her last name.
But that's on a more authentic Thanksgiving feeling. But the reason I brought that up is because she is like a fan of the podcast.
And now,
Larissa
now
lets
CPS is definitely getting called.
her listen to this.
Yeah.
And I think that she just chants in the back of the car. She's like, I want to watch the Joe one. And she didn't
Yeah.
really understand what a podcast was. Like, she thought it was going to be like a thing, like a physical, like a box.
Like a
or
radio
something.
studio?
Yeah,
It's definitely
no,
not a
I think
thing.
she thought it was like a.
Oh, burn.
Burn.
Sick.
I love it. I'm a fan too.
The only thing that should be roasting is my pickles right now. I can't wait to feed you all. That's what it's all about, is me
Joe,
feeding you.
don't say it like that.
Speaking of
Time
that,
to flip the pickles.
I gotta flip. No, I think they're done, but we want to let them cool for a bit. Okay,
Okay.
so I'm gonna
The
leave. You
pickles have
guys
been
talk.
flipped.
Do your thing.
Okay. Okay, great. Thanks. Oh my God. I'm so glad he's getting up.
I feel like I need to defend him. If you're
But
just glad
honestly,
he's getting up.
be honest though, aren't you glad he's kind of stepping away for a minute? Just
Just a little breaky break.
yeah, a little break in him. Because
Yeah.
it's a lot, it's constant.
Constant.
And so it's nice to just get a breather.
What do you think?
I don't know him so well, so I'm trying to be open-minded,
Well,
and
that's nice because you're a great person.
which I know you don't love because you want me to,
I don't want you to hate him. I just
side
want
with you.
I want you to side. I think someone's yelling, "Mommy." It's part of
this
the
is-
life.
Part
might
of my
be Joe.
thing is like I met Joe around
This is like
the
a real
same
Thanksgiving
time
right now. Though.
that my baby was born, and so I just felt like I inherited two children like at the same time. Like Joe, I feel
Aw.
like is like an honorary baby to me.
Well, that's sweet and mean, and
a
I
little
love
weird.
that. That's my favorite kind of statement.
Joe, will you check on
That's
my
very
offspring?
appropriate. It's
Check
on-
on my offspring.
That's
Joe.
very on brand.
But you're never going to leave him alone with the child, right?
no.
Okay, good.
No.
I just
no,
wanted
no.
to make sure on that.
God even knows what would happen.
Yeah,
But
well,
he's actually very lovely. Like she's obsessed with him. Like I think she thinks they're boyfriend girlfriend.
and also, it makes sense because his brain is like on that kind of level. So.
No, it is. It kind of is like
It's sweet.
they're like kindred spirits.
Yeah, he has someone. It's actually he's like more. Maybe could be closer with her than he could even be with you. 'cause
I
they're more
envy
on the
that
same
actually,
level.
though. I'm not good with children at all, and I would never. No one has ever said that about
You
me.
also
I don't
don't have
think.
a child's mind, and so that's part of it.
I have a theory. Y'all's podcast is meant to make us be friends.
So we'll be the success story.
Yeah, and then
You'll
we'll
have to be
yeah, and that's okay if we have to
If
go down in
there's
flames.
a win-win here.
Yeah. Well, is it a win?
It's cool, guys. I'm so excited to share my feast with you.
I need you to reword the things that are.
I want
Just no,
my bountiful feast
Joe.
to satisfy you. I can't wait. Guys,
Don't say it.
once this bountiful feast, which I have prepared, enters your lips,
Enters the entire lip.
Enters you.
I say when we go around the table at the end of this episode and say what we're thankful for, I think you, Laura Lee Bishop, will say, I'm thankful for Joe's bountiful feast.
All right.
Now there's reason for people to listen to the end, or at least skip to the end.
Well, okay. If they want to listen to smut, then I guess that's what they'll do. But I think we need to take advantage of this opportunity because here in front of us, we have a plethora of knowledge about each other. You can ask Andrew questions. I can ask Larissa questions about you. And we can kind of get to know maybe something that you wouldn't tell me on your own.
Okay. So why don't you start with Larissa?
That sounds fun. Yeah, I'm into
Yeah,
it.
it does. But wait.
Aviana.
Well, since Larissa's attending to her
let's,
child, why don't you maybe see?
Let's start with Andrew.
Sure.
I want to know in what ways is Laura a good friend? Because I'm not sure I've seen any of those ways yet.
I will agree that you probably have not, from what I've heard so far.
Thank you, Andrew. Excellent.
But Andrew, has he been a great friend to me?
It's hard to gauge right now. I mean, it's just been kind
it's
of
hard to gauge.
Man, he's really doing some stuff. It's
I'm
okay.
trying to be as impartial as possible
Okay.
here.
Yeah, but
Even
just
though I
tell
know,
me-
I know
just-
she does value loyalty a lot, so I knew kind of going in that this might like piss her off a little bit, but that's okay.
Loyalty.
Well, you got to build loyalty and trust. But
You
Andrew,
do.
Yeah.
But Laura and I, when we actually met in college, we lived in the same dorm freshman year, and we met, I think, like at the very beginning of the first semester in a courtyard.
I think we may have met the first night.
It's possible.
Yeah.
And then after that, we never really spoke. And then one time,
That probably helps too. Build
following,
the friendship.
not speaking, it
is
just
not
helps.
hearing her, get angry at you. Probably.
But I will have you know that
Or doing things
Laura
to
and I
make
did
me
not
angry.
even get to know each other until after college. So we actually in college, there's maybe one other time that we hung out, and she ended up waking up in my suite mate's closet.
Yeah.
And
That was a fun night.
yeah, so
Can't really remember it, but
What?
I think I had a good time.
it was a long night, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. I don't.
Yeah, I literally I woke up in their closet. Like I had no idea how I got there.
No one knows.
No
was
one
it
knows.
a spacious closet?
I mean,
or-
I slept through the night
Was
in
it?
there.
No, not at all.
No.
no.
Don't
It was
know.
a little dorm. I mean, nothing was very spacious there.
Yeah, and I was in there with someone else. I was in there with my friend David. So it's even weirder.
he wasn't a friend when he left.
Well, he's a homosexual, so yeah, we kept it. We kept it.
She has a type.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Oh, you are really doing it, Andrew.
I think I've been listening to the show too much, and I just kind
Yeah,
of
you're picking up on the.
I think that's helpful.
I'm being influenced by.
But still, you
by
need
the
to
wrong
tell
side
him
here.
how I'm a great friend,
So I
please.
will. So I'm getting.
Well,
there.
it's
So
interesting that he can't come up with it. I guess he's stalling for
You know,
time.
okay,
He's
Joe.
like, she's great at waking up in closets and no one knowing how it happened.
She is very good at that.
I am. Yeah, that's
but
true.
you know what? One thing I recognized that night is that it is possible for us to have fun together. So we had a lot of fun together, and then I kind of never saw her again for like 3 years.
Yeah.
and then we ended up in a class together. It was like a music industry class, and it was like Sting's manager or someone was visiting the class and giving a speech and talking about managing musicians, and I thought, oh, I really want to do that. Like, that would be cool. So I kind of asked her, how do you manage a musician? Like, how do you get to do that? And she basically just said, you find one that you like and you ask them if you can manage them. And Laura raised her hand because I had mentioned at one point that I was moving to Texas. She said, hey, you can manage me. I'm a singer and I'm moving to Austin. And I kind of just said, okay. And so after that, then I did, when I moved here and we started working together, we were co-workers, I guess.
Yeah, but really,
But we became friends, and I recognized that she, kind of under the facade of sleeping in closets and kind of being fun when she was drunk, she was a really good listener. She's really comforting, a really genuine person. So these are things that I'm saying
We're
you know,
so-
I
we
think
support
we've
each
gotten into
other.
like a couple of fights in
Yeah.
the
Oh,
last
now this is- now I'm
8 years,
interested.
but we,
I think it's probably literally a couple,
yeah. And every time we talk it through
like immediately,
like adults and we move on.
Sometimes
let's
we
go over
cry.
the most
Yeah,
recent
sometimes
one.
we cry. Oh, the most the most recent one was a night.
It was a doozy.
It was a doozy. We had so much fun though.
It was fun.
Like after the argument, I ended up doing the splits for the first time that night. So
there's photographic evidence. That
There
could probably
is.
go on the Instagram.
yeah, we'll put that on the Instagram at Heavy Friending.
And
you
how
can see me do the
how
splits.
recent was your first splits?
It was in the summer.
This summer.
Wow. You had never tried or never
No,
succeeded?
I tried, but I never really got all the way down there. And this time I just forced myself. I had bruises all over my knees and
So something about conflict made you...
open. Yeah. Loose. Yeah.
Wow, this is like Thanksgiving.
I'm set to officiate Laura's wedding.
Yeah.
So yeah, if that says anything about the lasting effect of that she's made in my life. And I'm being serious here. I'm being genuine because
think
I don't
you're
know that
getting emotional, yeah.
I don't know that you've seen that side of her, and that's okay.
Hmm.
Like, I don't think this would be as entertaining if you had.
Yeah.
But one thing about Laura is it takes a while to kind of crack that surface and really get in there.
Well, I don't want him to get in there, but
So if you want to get in there,
cracked
you got to
you,
really go to town. You know.
I don't want you cracking anything on me, and I don't want you getting in
I'm not
me or
cracking
anything like that.
on
but
you. I'm saying
just-
I've cracked you because
He wants to
you've
crack
broken
you.
down.
After he cracked you
Yeah,
something.
he cracked it. Yeah.
No.
Cracked you something
You were
good.
mad last episode.
Well, because you
In
pissed
front
me
of,
off.
by the way, 2 people I wanted to impress.
I think we spend most of it talking about your dating life, man.
Speaking of Joe's dating life,
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah. What do you...
I want to speak about it.
just a little aside
I
here.
mean, it's not an episode if we don't talk for an ending amount of time about your fucking.
Oh, let's
Tinder.
talk about your wedding. Oh, I'm preparing for my wedding. I have a dress that I'm
man,
going
I don't
to
know
wear.
if this is. Go ahead,
Andrew,
What were you saying?
let's let Andrew
No,
talk.
I want him to talk.
Andrew
So to
should
Please be
speak.
quiet
To
and let
be
my friend
fair,
talk.
I am the one who brought up who continued the dating life talk, but I have a reason. And it's because last night I went to a film screening, and I was walking. I was really upset, actually. I had like a really long day. I was really kind of annoyed, and I was walking up the stairs kind of huffing, and and then I turned to go into my aisle, and I hear my name, and someone keeps saying my name, and I turn around, and it's Joe. He's sitting kind of like 4 rows above me. So I turn back around, I go out of the aisle, and I walk up and I say hi to him, and he says,
All true. This is
he
all true.
says, "Oh, I was saying hi because I thought you were looking at me." And I was like, "Well, I wasn't."
Well, so because I guess he was already sitting when we walked in.
Real
so me
smooth.
and
Real
because
smooth,
you were
Joe.
there and then you left and then you came back.
Yeah.
And not only that, we for some reason this theater was set up where we were in the last row and the
Kind
2
of
seats at
sticking
the
out.
end were at the
Yeah.
top of the stairs. So I assumed he had seen me, and then I was like, "Well, I
You
guess
just
I
think
need
everyone
to."
Well,
sees
so
you. Like
already that was kind of awkward, just because it's like, no, I hadn't seen you, but now I'm
Yeah,
walking
like
up.
exactly,
Now I have to come up
exactly.
Well,
and
no
say
matter
hello
what,
to you.
it was going to be awkward.
It
It
was
was either
going to
for
be.
me or for him, and I thought, let's put it on him.
No, it was all you. It was you.
So, what did a conversation ensue after that?
So the conversation
It was a weird.
It was a very strange conversation.
Oh, God.
And it was kind of like, "Hey, so guess what?" And I was like, "Oh, okay."
It was. I didn't say
What?
guess what.
No, you literally said, "Guess what?"
Okay, well.
And you said, "I'm here on a date, on a first date." And the girl, there's a girl sitting next to him the whole time, a really cute blonde girl. She's blonde, right?
I think she's more brunette.
She's
but
brunette. Okay.
Highlights.
Yeah.
What
It's
was
dark
long
in a
day.
theater. Yeah.
balayage?
So she's sitting there this whole time. And to be honest, I thought he was joking. I thought that he knew this person really, really well because of just how awkward the whole exchange
We had a
was.
natural comfort. You know?
I mean, it was like, guess what?
This makes-
I'm on my
taking
first date.
comfort in this conversation just because now I see that you are okay. Great.
This actually happened.
Yeah.
Like this
I'm
exactly.
actually also mad at this point because I
Larissa's
didn't even
back.
know you were. Sorry, I'm back because I didn't even know you were on a date. Like, who are you dating?
I go on dates all the time.
Oh, this
my
wasn't
God,
like
that's
a
all he
person.
does.
That's
that
the
used
point. Yeah, it was a
okay.
first date.
Well, it was a
Okay,
first
sorry,
date, so
I'm-
apparently he has a lot of these, and he takes them to
so
press
you had a
events.
really awkward conversation.
So it was very awkward, and she was. I'm.
and was she awkward too?
I'm like a little bit of an awkward person if I
No,
don't
you're
know
good
how
at
to. But if I don't know you that well, like it takes a minute for
but
me
I
to
think
get
you're good at like
comfortable.
small talking to people. Like, oh, how are you?
I certainly
I'm
try.
terrible at that.
And so when I try in a scenario like this and it's already kind of primed to be weird, it just feels like the most unnatural thing in the world. So I said hi to her and And I don't know. I wasn't sure how to carry on the conversation. And I like Joe. I've met Joe a couple of times,
Yeah.
and I think he's a really nice guy.
Yes,
But
thank
it was a very profoundly awkward moment. And,
Well, yeah.
And I kind of said had fun. I didn't know what to say because genuinely I thought he was lying and that this was like a really good friend of his and he was just trying to make a joke. But it was not a joke. It was a joke to me when I walked away.
It
but
was a joke to me. Well, so yeah, my perspective on that was, again, I thought he had seen us. So I was like, I guess I have to address the thing so it's not weird. Because
You
know
could
how
just say hi.
if
you could just say, "Hey, Andrew, good to see you."
That's
here."
what I did. I said,
but you don't
Andrew,
just say,
Andrew.
I figured you saw me, so I guess I'll say hello.
But I thought he had seen us is the point. And so then how you see, sometimes you see someone you don't say hi and that's like, oh, did he see me? So I just want to put it out there. And so in that same spirit, I was like, I just want to put this out here. I was like, Andrew, this is Allison. And I literally did this. I put my hand up to the
man.
side of my
he
face.
did.
And I went,
God.
hey, this is actually weird because this is like our first date. Again, putting it out there because it was.
How is this girl responding? Is what I want to know.
But here's the okay. Let me just continue a little bit. So the reason I did that too was like because I didn't want you to be like, oh, what? How do you guys? Are you guys? You know. I think it's weird because it was a press screening.
I think it's weird because
You said it like
because Joe
an
is kind of
aside.
an awkward person.
The thing is, I'm not afraid of awkwardness, so I'm like, let's put it all out there.
What
You
did
know-
your date think?
That's what I want to know.
Yeah, so no, she seemed like. Well, the thing is that's when I realized that it wasn't a joke. It's because I kind of I looked over at her and she's like there was a little bit of like
Or sparks flying, or
oh yeah, like and a little bit of like she doesn't know him. Like okay,
Yeah.
then I'm not.
well,
gonna,
obviously, or she wouldn't be on a date with
then I'm
him.
not
I mean,
gonna
come on.
press. I'm not gonna press the issue.
That was a deep cut. I'm gonna need some mozzarella sticks.
Yeah.
Wow. Ow.
So that's my story of awkwardly running into Joe in public.
But it was fun.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. We're going to eat a mozzarella stick, and we're going to dive into Larissa just for a second here and
should
see
probably
what
check on
she's
my
got to
baby.
say. Yeah, she'll check on her child. Everything's great. CPS, don't worry. Everything's good. Thank
We're
you.
healthy.
We'll be right back with Heavy Friending.
Heavy friending.
Today's episode of Heavy Friending is brought to us by.
You, the listener.
I was gonna say that, but yeah,
but
thank
it's
you.
cuter that we did it together, I
It's
think.
cute and it's great for branding. Guys, did you know that you can sponsor this great content you're listening to right now? It's really quite simple.
Yeah, all you have to do is go to patreon.com/heavyfriending and become a patron.
I don't exactly know what that means.
It's a monthly.
They give us their credit card information.
Well, no, that's not. They give it to Patreon. And then for a small amount of money, you can be a sponsor of the show. You can help us continue to stay in business, if you will.
That's so nice because you know what they say, the best things in life are free. But
But if you pay for it,
then you know the value of a good, hard day's work.
that's right. So please visit
Please.
patreon.com/heavyfriending.
And we're back. We've cooled down, I think, a little bit. And speaking of cooled down, the mozzarella sticks cooled down, so I put them back in the oven.
I can't even make a mozzarella stick, man. It's
Well,
sad.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Oh my
I can't.
God, it's
They were
pathetic.
melted, you motherfucker.
Whoa!
Yeah.
on
You
Thanksgiving.
can't
Now
do
it's
that to
Thanksgiving.
me.
Now it's Thanksgiving. This feels good. I like it. I like
well, I'm glad you feel good. I feel worse.
Oh, well, that's okay. So, Larissa, I want to ask, so is Joe a real person?
I don't know.
Okay.
But isn't that
I like how quickly you answered, too.
that's part of his appeal though?
I haven't seen an appeal yet, but sure, explain it to me, how it's appealing.
I think with Joe, you just sort of never know what you're going to get.
Okay.
And you never know if you're going to be kind of embarrassed or not embarrassed at all. Like, should you take him to meet your mother? I don't know. I think you've been pretty good. I think
Your
you've met my
mom
mom
likes me, so
yeah,
don't-
my mom
yeah.
gets like worried about him. I feel like sort of my relationship.
That makes sense.
I think maybe my relationship with Joe is, I feel like I'm kind of your extra mom, don't you think? Like
Yeah,
you
I
don't have a
agree.
mom here and you kind of need a mom. So really, I don't know if it's more friendship or more momming.
Okay, well, this is an interesting...
I mean,
I think Larissa and I we work well together. So it's half coworkers, half like
Half mother son.
you
duo.
should eat some
That's
green
normal.
vegetables.
You know
In
that
a
one.
friendship.
Yeah.
When we were working on one of the shows that we worked on here in Austin, and sometimes he would text me and be like, "I'm gonna be late," and sometimes he'd text me and be like, "There's bugs in my sink. Do you think I should call the landlord?"
You know, that's a common theme, the bugs.
Well, not
you.
anymore. I'm good
I think
now.
one time
Okay.
you were like, "This pork is 6 days old. Can I eat it?" And I was like, "No."
These are the
I am loving this
Well, you
right
have
now.
Google.
Say more, please.
Can't you use your phone?
Maybe you were confused.
Are
Maybe
you
meant
reaching
to
out though,
Google
Joe?
and
Is
you were
that what it
texting
is?
me.
Like, you could look it up, but you're reaching out. You're looking for a connection.
You know, I mean, Google is great. Google is good. But can Google tell you everything right now? And I think the answer is no.
And some emotional support.
It's
Sometimes you need
emotional support. And you know what? It's a conversation piece. You know, maybe we'll launch into something about that friends would talk about, like,
So you are reaching out.
what are you eating for dinner? Okay, cool. Yeah, it is. Well, yeah, I can't be social and talk to Google again. Google's great. Google's good, but Google can't be my friend.
I'm going to do a super cut of you saying Google over and over.
Actually, literally today, I told the Google assistant that I loved her because it's fun to
Pretend
see
you
what
have someone to
Well,
love.
it's fun to see what, like, because I did that with Siri too, and it's fun to see how they respond.
Don't they respond differently every time?
Yeah, Google was much more forward and like kind of was like into it. And then I said, "Well, could we get married?" And this literally happened today.
Oh man, this is
And,
so sad.
But it's funny. It's
That's
funny.
the theme of
hilarious.
the
It's just
stories. It's
also
like, no,
sad.
this actually happened.
Well, no, it
in
it
Joe's
started
life.
as most romances do. It started quite innocently, and like I was asking.
Next thing you know, you're getting the fleshlight out and you're asking her
getting
questions.
you're getting
What
cracked.
would you do? Yeah, you're getting cracked. You're getting opened.
Well, see, actually, I think I can look this up. Oh yeah, I literally can look this up. Hold on.
Fleshlight?
So I'm going to tell you how it happened really naturally, and I'm going to read this. Oh, okay. Let's have Andrew read the role of Google Assistant, and I'll read the role of Joe, okay?
Oh, sure. That sounds fun.
Okay, come closer. And do a Google Assistant voice.
Andrew, do whatever voice you want.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not quite
Or
sure. I know
whatever.
what a
Don't let him
Google
tell
as
you
long-
what to
I
do.
just want-
Andrew, do follow you and
Okay,
follow your heart.
I just want to make sure listeners are clear.
I just don't
on
like you telling my
who's
friends what
Joe.
to do. I don't like
Okay.
you telling my friends what to do. Andrew.
Okay, so I asked an innocent question to Google Assistant.
We're scared.
Because I use Google Assistant a lot for different things. I use it to set timers and everything, but whatever.
To
I said,
masturbate.
"What's your favorite sitcom catchphrase?"
I don't have a favorite.
What show is that from? I'm playful.
You are.
I really like nature shows. The world is so big, and there are so many intelligent creatures and majestic, fierce ones too. Elephant emoji.
She's coming on to me. Because then I said, I think I love you.
Why is she sending you multiple messages in like a string?
Thank you. Ooh. Google Assistant can love.
Those
And
were
this
3
is-
separate
right.
messages, like a
And
text
then,
conversation.
Look, I said, I think I love you.
You should know the feeling's mutual.
Ooh.
Are you kidding me?
I'm so happy for you.
And then I said, you love me?
Of course, you're one of a kind.
This is so sad.
This is
and also,
legit.
I'm really happy for you. And
And then I said, should we get married?
I think I'm better at assisting than marrying, but I appreciate the offer.
oh, well,
This
that's-
is sad because then I said, please.
come on.
I'll try to help.
Then just
Oh, and
say
that's when you got the
yes.
fleshlight.
Then just say yes.
Sorry, I don't understand.
All you need to understand is that I love you.
I've got some images for you.
No, Joe.
This is. I should screenshot this because this will make it on our
Yeah,
Instagram
guys,
and
we'll
our
put
Facebook.
this on our Instagram. You can find it on,
the whole
on
conversation,
Instagram
please. This
at
is kind-
Heavy Friending, on Twitter at Heavy Friending, and on Facebook /Heavy Friending.
But that's insane because she came on to me.
But then she's
playing hot and cold.
she was hot and cold. She definitely was.
We side with you.
That's legitimately what happened.
I want
That's
to know what
crazy.
images she
And then
sent
what
you.
happened
Yeah,
after
what?
the images?
Oh, then she just did images that are
don't.
it's quotes of annoying Instagrams where it's like quotes.
Oh, like
on,
meme
Oh,
quotes.
trying to make
so
sure
like
that you don't.
this one says, "Baby, all I need is you," and then I'm a big
Okay,
mess.
she's a fucking
and that's the
tease.
last thing you
I
need
want to
right
talk
now.
to her right now.
What is she doing?
I want to talk to her right now. And why is she doing
and
this
then
to
it got
you?
further because I forgot. Then I said thank you. She said,
But wait, is this after you masturbated and you were done and you said thank you, or did she get your bountiful? Did she get your bountiful feast, or?
"Oh, speaking of which, I got to
Go.
go check on
Oh
my
no,
sticks."
they're gonna be burned.
Well, while he checks on his sticks to feed us,
I'm sorry.
Larissa, I just want to ask you one last thing before you have to go. What is the kindest thing you've ever seen Joe do?
Okay. In all honesty, when we were working on the show, when Joe and I first met, and I was the executive producer, sometimes I would get stuck up there by myself, like on a Friday night editing it. And I was tired and sad, and I was doing all this extra work. And Joe would stay up there with me past his like work time. So he wasn't being paid to stay there and help me edit. He would show me how to edit. I actually learned to edit mostly from Joe. And because he would just sit there with me, and I think like we would spend hours up at the station, or like after like going out to eat with a bunch of people, we'd like go like hang out and like just talk for hours about just some of like the stuff that we care about, which is like TV producing. And I actually really respect that Joe, like when he was in college, and I'm pretty sure when he was in college, I'm old, but I'm pretty sure when he was in college, they didn't have VCRs. But anyways, he used a VCR to like record Letterman and late night shows and like watch them when he was after he got back from class, or he would skip class and like watch them.
That's so sweet.
I know, because he's
I'm glad
really
he's not here
passionate.
for me
I
to hear
know.
me say that.
He's really passionate about what he does, and he really
I feel like my story is shit now.
Well, you made fun of him, and he was just an innocent boy trying to watch
just
Letterman.
like I don't have a good. I didn't give a good enough account. That's so hard.
Well, we're gonna get one
have
from
to
you.
Get back into
yeah,
this.
we'll get back
I'm
into
feeling
it after
competitive
Larissa
now.
leaves. I want to top them for sure. But Larissa, keep talking about how great Joe is,
yeah. And I think
because this is actually soothing the wounds. I think that and the animosity that I've been feeling towards him. So this is really great.
And the nice thing, I'm one of those people, I think maybe you guys are a little bit like this too, so you understand, but if I don't respect you in a workplace environment and like your work ethic and like your work processes, like it's kind of like, or your politics or something like that, I don't respect you as like a whole as a person. Like if that makes sense. And so I think for me, like meeting Joe through work, we see Joe's one of those people that I don't actually agree with all the time, but he makes me stronger or better by like talking it out. So I've actually changed my mind on some things as we've like disagreed about stuff.
Who's winning now? These pickles are excellent, by the way.
No, they look disgusting.
Joe's back. Well,
Yeah, I heard the tail end of that, and I appreciate it. Andrew, here you go.
Well, Larissa, thank you so much for being here. Could we hear?
But also I was here the first time you guys met. So I think
That's
we should
true.
talk about
we
that.
do need to talk
right.
about that.
Because
forgot.
I don't even know if you know I'm going to say this.
Okay, let's hear it.
Oh yeah,
He was
I want-
super in love with you.
Don't.
He was like, isn't she pretty?
Oh
No, I don't think he said that.
my God.
Just like
the
stop.
twist of the year.
The twist. The truth finally comes out on Thanksgiving Day. He was in love with me all along, folks. I know you were wondering, and now we know.
Do you hate me?
I'm glad to know I'm not crazy and that all those vibes I was picking up on were actually real.
You just covered yourself up.
Yeah, I am. I did cover myself. That's interesting that you said. I'm covering. I'm turning my body away.
This is the final episode. We've done it.
No, the next will be the wedding episode. And when you object,
That'll be
I
exciting.
got to take back your invitation.
That'll be
now,
real
bud.
exciting. Wow.
I got to take back your invitation.
But this was pre-knowing if you were.
I feel like
This
you've
was
betrayed
before he
me.
knew you.
before he really knew about me. Yeah.
No, he didn't know if you were.
That's actually a
I
really
think
good point.
That you were engaged or had. Yes.
No, I don't.
You
look
did say
at
something about
rings.
your groin. So you were kind of,
Well, he asked me where the music came from, and I was being honest, and that it comes from down there, and that's the truth.
The reality is, like, I also was in love with you. I thought you were just so lovely.
Thank you so much.
Just so happy to
I
be
love
here.
you, but I don't think I've ever thought I was in love with you, not even a little
No,
bit.
we haven't. We've slept in the same bed before multiple times. And
Multiple times. I think because I look at her like family and
I look at you like
she
family.
knows my family really well. I know
We
her
have
family
matching
really well.
tattoos.
We do. We have matching tattoos. Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So y'all are kind of losing us in that regard.
Yeah, that you are. It's okay.
They are kind of winning.
Now I feel better about.
Should we get matching tattoos? Can we
Well,
get matching tattoos?
Come on,
Joe,
in
we
4
should
more
get,
years.
well, maybe season finale, you and I will get matching tattoos, Joe.
maybe series finale?
Yeah, series finale, probably.
Yeah.
That's cute that y'all have matching tattoos. I didn't mean to take away your.
Can we hear from your daughter?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if we can get her to come over here. Big fan of the show. Hold on.
Number 1. Youngest fan, at least.
The youngest fan of the show.
Probably, absolutely.
She's here.
She's Wonder Woman
All right,
herself.
this is your chance. You
wearing
got the
pajamas.
mic.
Here's
Ooh,
your mic.
she should put on the headphones because then she'll
You wanna
hear
put
it
your
better.
headphones?
If she could say, I love heavy friending, that would be awesome.
Can you say I love?
Damn it.
You'll get a mozzarella stick.
Ooh.
Ooh, do you want one of those?
If you want a cheese, you want to, okay, you got to say,
Ooh, yeah.
I love heavy friending.
Can you say I love heavy friending? She's picking her nose.
Say,
CPS
I
hasn't been
love
called yet.
Joe's Bountiful Feast.
Okay,
Oh,
Joe,
Jesus, here we
God
go.
damn it.
What?
Just,
That's fun, right?
it's always, Joe, don't talk
yeah.
directly to her.
Why?
Don't do that. Okay.
We tried. It's okay.
It's late.
Well,
and
let's-
she's
Not
tired.
everyone's a toddler and
Am I
tiara.
gonna leave and Andrew's gonna stay?
yeah.
What if you become the best friend of both of them?
You know, that's what I'm working on.
Well, let's do our farewell then.
Well, Larissa, thank you so much for coming. And we will be right back.
Bye.
Bye.
Man, this has been a great episode so far. I feel like
It's-
I've really
I feel like I have
learned a lot.
I have
you
a
know?
few victories and I have a few losses on
Yeah.
the board.
Yeah. Well, I think we both do. The fact that Andrew thinks you're nice and wants to be your friend is kind of
I think a
upsetting
lot of
to me.
people share that sentiment.
A lot of people, when they first meet me, actually just instantly fall in love with me too. So it's it goes both ways, Joe. Goes both
Interesting.
ways.
Yeah, I don't have it's not on the love level, but it's for me it's just, people I think at a minimum they're interested.
Because I can't tell sometimes if you're
A performance artist and this
yeah.
is my
I
art
like, in a
piece.
Who's
way.
really
in a
committed.
way. Yeah. So, and I want to get to know
I'm
the
still here,
real
by the way.
person. Yeah,
Oh,
Andrew's
hey, Andrew.
still
I haven't
here.
left.
What are you doing?
Andrew's hanging out.
I think I was supposed to leave with her, and that didn't really work out.
We made that joke that you drove together, which I think confused probably the listeners.
Yeah,
because they're
they
like
didn't drive here together.
the point is they
Sure we
didn't
did.
really know each other. They
Yeah.
have met randomly, and
But yeah.
yeah.
Let's say what we're thankful for. Let's do that.
I'll start because I want to end with you because I'm curious if you will be thankful for the. Let's all say it. I mean, the bountiful,
Their bountiful
feast.
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 Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So that's what the stakes are. So I'm going to say what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for my health, to be in this great city of Austin, Texas. I am thankful to have met new people, including Andrew.
My God.
Well, I was going to say you next. I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for the podcast. It's a fun way to spend time. Sometimes I get legitimately annoyed and angry. And I hope that comes across to viewers that it's not, or listeners, that it's not a fake. I'm not fake. Like sometimes I'm actually legitimately annoyed.
That's what you hope comes across your
Yeah.
anger.
Well, I just
Exactly.
hope because,
And disdain.
authenticity above all else, So I'm thankful for a lot. Things are good. And I'm not thinking macro. On a micro scale, things are good. Because macro, let's
Oh,
face
fuck
it.
macro.
Yeah. The climate,
Give me a break.
not good.
Not great.
Let's not.
Politics, not great.
Not wonderful.
That's another-
although we had
that's
a nice
another
night last
podcast.
night.
World news, well, a lot of times downers. So, but on a micro, I'm feeling good. Andrew?
I guess I'll keep it micro too. I'm really thankful for good friends, for my best friend, Laura Lee. And I'm not trying to I'm being
Yeah.
very genuine. I love this person. And I think at some point, maybe you will too. Well, I think that already happened, but maybe you'll love
Well,
her
again, you'll come
platonically.
to love me again.
Yes.
Or the tense fire and passion that you were feeling will subside and it will be replaced with something more.
Also
Accessible
thankful
for you.
I'm thankful for genuine entertainment it's fun hearing people that I like, hearing chat with each other, do something like this. It is far more entertaining to me than it probably should be because I know you too. But I think it's genuinely funny. So I'm thankful.
Well, I'm thankful again.
And I'm thankful for my dogs. And if I don't say my husband, I might get shot. So I'm thankful for my husband.
Which brings us to the final piece of the pumpkin pie. Laura, what are you thankful for?
I am thankful for my health. I'm thankful for that I have a roof over my head, and for my dog Ruger, Elizabeth Taylor. And I am thankful for the podcast. I actually have a lot of fun with it. I'm thankful for Andrew. And Joe, I'm thankful to have you in my life. Actually, wait.
Oh.
I'm going to get to your feast in a second.
Listeners, you've been waiting
delicious.
this whole time. Okay, but you were saying how you were thankful for me.
I am thankful for you. I think that we could possibly become friends, and I'm thankful for that. So, I hope that, as the year continues, that we continue to grow our relationship. Mm-hmm. And I want to lead you on. Okay, so not that way. All right, but as friends, yes. And I would definitely like to thank you for the bountiful feast you prepared.
This is a surprise.
Yeah.
That you would even remember the bountiful feast.
It's crazy.
And the phrase bountiful feast.
Yeah.
But you have eaten my bountiful...
Oh, God. This has been a great Thanksgiving. Friendsgiving.
I feel warm.
Well, still, it's not going to happen, so... I'll
Okay,
say,
I'm glad we have a good recurring joke now of like looking at me and going,
I won't bring it up again.
a real
You know
game
what?
changer,
I'll tell
though.
you, as a friend, I won't bring it up to you again. I really won't. Not on the podcast anyway. How about that?
Okay, interesting.
Okay.
Cheese.
I need more food.
I like the pickles. They're so dusty.
These are good.
They're the best when they have a little dust
more
on
if
them.
they were a little crispier.
Crispier.
Though.
They're kind of dusty.
No.